Hi, this is Yolanda from VanVeenBulbs.com, and in this segment we're going to talk about how to grow flowers in a greenhouse. Now I'm very fortunate to live in an area where I can build a greenhouse. We have a nice area of land and we have room, and so we built this beautiful 24 by 48 greenhouse, and you just plant flowers in a greenhouse just like you would outside. So it's very simple. See, I love my pineapple lilies. This is a eucomis. And so I just plant the bulbs in the spring and I throw them in the greenhouse and they come up and bloom by late summer into fall. And because it's going to start freezing outside, they would die back if I left them outside at night. So by leaving them in the greenhouse, I get an extra couple months of growth. So a lot of things won't die back. I'm not heating my greenhouse at all just because of the incredible expense of heating a greenhouse. But if you live in a milder climate or you have a large production, then it is worth heating the greenhouse. But anymore in colder climates, it's very difficult to handle the expense of heating it. But there's a lot of different options and a lot of different ways that you can take care of your plants. Now there's all types of plants that grow great in a greenhouse. Any plant that grows outside. I've got a crocosmias that have done really well, my pineapple lilies, my begonias have done really well in the greenhouse, and even my alstrumaria or Peruvian lilies. They're a little bit hard to get to grow outside because it doesn't get quite hot enough for them, but they love the greenhouse conditions. I try not to use any chemicals or any insecticides in my greenhouse because I want my garden to be as organic as possible. And I found outside of a few little slug bites on some of the foliage, I really have been lucky and not had a lot of issues with any kinds of bugs or insects. And I try to dry everything out periodically too, just because the slugs and a lot of the bugs need the moisture. So by drying it out, then everything, a lot of the bugs don't seem to be the problem that they are in the early spring. So another trick is as soon as everything turns brown, I chop them down and I just leave everything dry over the winter, and then I just start watering them in the spring again. So whether you plant plants inside or outside, it's very easy to grow them in a greenhouse.